Picture this: a good person in a toxic relationship, a kind soul being disrespected daily, a decent human being treated like a doormat. You've probably seen this tragedy play out. Maybe you're living it right now. Here's what nobody says. Good people aren't victimized because they're weak. They're victimized because they tolerate it. And that's the crucial difference, because if you're allowing it, you can stop allowing it. The truth is stark. People don't respect boundaries unless you enforce them. They don't value your time unless you protect it. They don't tell you the truth unless you demand it. Being kind doesn't require being weak. Being loving doesn't mean accepting everything. You can be a good person and still have standards. There are 5 specific behaviors that quietly destroy your life, and most people accept them daily. That stops today. Here they are, ranked from most commonly ignored to absolutely unforgivable. The first behavior that destroys lives is constant lying. When someone lies to you, they're making a statement. You're not worth the truth. Your intelligence doesn't deserve honesty. Your relationship doesn't merit authenticity. Most people pretend not to notice lies. They rationalize. They move on. Stop. The instant you catch a lie, address it calmly and directly. That's not accurate. I know what actually happened. Then watch carefully. Genuine people apologize and correct themselves. Dishonest people get defensive and create more lies to cover the first one. Suddenly, you know exactly who they are. The pattern becomes unmistakable when you start paying attention, and once you do, the clarity is liberating. The second red flag: your time becomes invisible to them. Time is the only resource you can never recover. When someone wastes your time, chronic lateness, last-minute cancellations, broken promises, they're literally stealing your life. Most people absorb this with practiced phrases. It's fine, no problem. Each acceptance trains them that your time has no value. Stop. Your new standard: one chance. Someone disrespects your time, you address it clearly. They do it again, you're done. When you enforce this boundary, people who genuinely care start showing up differently. They arrive on time. They keep commitments because they see you value yourself, and that makes them value you more. The third weapon in their arsenal is disguising cruelty as honesty. This is the most manipulative behavior because it masquerades as virtuous. You're too sensitive. It was just a joke. I'm just being honest. These phrases are psychological warfare. They make you question your reality and convince you that you're the problem. But here's what's actually happening. They're putting you down to elevate themselves. They're making you feel inadequate so they can feel superior. And they found a way to do it while making you apologize for being hurt. Never accept this. Not once. Your rule is simple. If someone consistently makes you feel bad about being yourself, they don't belong in your life. The fourth pattern that drains everything from you: they take endlessly, give nothing. Watch this pattern carefully. You help constantly. You listen endlessly. You support through everything. But when you need help, crickets. When you need support, silence. This is a parasitic relationship, and it will drain every ounce of energy from your body. Real relationships involve mutual care. Both people show up. Both people try. Both people invest. Here's the definitive test. Stop giving for a while. Stop initiating contact. Stop offering help. Then observe carefully. If they reach out wondering what's wrong, they care. If they completely disappear, they never did. It's painful, but clarifying. And finally, the most destructive of all: they obliterate your boundaries. This is the most destructive behavior of all. A boundary is a rule you establish to protect yourself. You communicated clearly, no ambiguity. Then they cross it anyway. Maybe they apologize, maybe they offer excuses, but then they do it again and again. This isn't forgetfulness. This is fundamental disrespect. Here's what you must understand. A boundary without consequences is just a suggestion. If nothing happens when they violate it, your boundary is meaningless. Your rule: one warning. They cross a boundary, you address it firmly. They do it again, you walk away. No discussion, no additional chances, no exceptions. If someone cannot respect the most basic rules you've established for your own safety and peace, what does that reveal about their feelings toward you? People who genuinely love you will respect your boundaries. People who don't will fight them relentlessly. You don't owe anyone an explanation for protecting yourself. You don't need permission to establish boundaries. You don't need to justify removing people who hurt you. Your peace matters infinitely more than their feelings. So say no, walk away, protect yourself without apology. Watch how quickly your life improves when you finally put yourself first.